Hello, my name is Mark Miller, and I'm one of the owners here at Imagine IT. I would love to be able to sit here today and tell you that there were no bad guys and that we were winning this war, this security war in the technology arena, but if I told you that, that would be untrue. In fact, we're seeing that the bad guys are clever, and they're getting more clever with every turn and every month that goes by. There are two things in particular that we want to bring to your attention that we feel are security add-ons to your current security system that are going to allow you to prevent a lot of the ransomware and the bad things that we see happening every day in the news and online. The first of these is a product that will tap onto your Office 365 email subscription. It's called Exchange Online Advanced Threat Protection, and basically what this does, if you look at the packets of information that are coming into your network, and I'll start off with just the router that you might get from your cable company, that's not actually a true firewall, it's actually just a router. What happens is this packet of information comes in, it says I'm an email, and then the router routes that traffic onto your email client. When you have a firewall in place, what happens is this data packet comes in and says I'm an email, and the firewall actually opens that packet of information up and says, yes, indeed, you are truly an email, and then it fires it off onto your email client. So that's great. The firewall provides for that opening up of that data packet to make sure that the email is indeed an email. The problem with that is that still sometimes those emails come in and they have an attachment on them, and you guys all know people click on that attachment and bang, your organization has ransomware or has some very nasty virus. What Advanced Threat Protection actually does is that packet, that email comes in, that data packet comes in, and the Advanced Threat Protection layer comes in, opens up that email, says, oh, there's an attachment, and then it actually takes that attachment and puts it into an area that's actually called a sandbox site that's completely separate from your network, and opens that up to make sure that that file is indeed just a Word document or what it says it is. If it is infected in any way, it's completely blocked from your system, and it's not allowed to get onto your system. The other thing that the Advanced Threat Protection does is if the email contains a link, the system actually goes out, follows that link, and goes out to the internet. And if the website, if the link is pointing to a website that's infected, you'll get pinged. You'll get a message on your screen that says, uh-oh, it looks like this website you're trying to go to is infected. We would recommend that you don't go there. This is another layer on top of your email system and the spam filter, and like we said, the firewall, that really allows for you to be safe and not let those viruses or ransomware or whatever it is actually get into your system. There's another item, and the second item that I want to talk about just very briefly is it's an interesting thing that's sort of come to surface here recently, and that is the fact that in the old days, in the early stages of hackers and the bad guys, hackers tried to hack into your system, and as soon as they got into your system, they wanted to put it out all over the place. So they would broadcast it on your monitor, and they would send it out on the internet, and they would say, hey, we hacked into this place and we're great, and they would make things happen on your screen and do all kinds of crazy things. What's happened as the hacking community has evolved is the hacking community has decided that it is much more advantageous for them to be able to hack into your system and then just stay there cloaked and hidden so you don't even know that they're there. And what they're trying to do when they're inside of your system is they're trying to gather credit card information or personal information or financial information or whatever information they can get. There are obviously a lot of sources out there right now where these bad guys can go out and sell this information. And they found out that if they don't brag about being inside of your network, if they just stay there deep and hidden, they can stay there for as long as they want gathering information. Recent research shows that it's about an average of 200 days before a threat like that is actually discovered. And it's certainly, if that's the average, if 200 days is the average, there are a lot of instances where that bad guy may have been in a business network for a long, long time, maybe even a couple of years. And if you can imagine the kinds of things that flow in and out of your network over the course of that much time, there are a lot of valuable things that the bad guys might be able to capture. in order to prevent this, you really need something sitting inside of your network. It's called an intrusion detection system that monitors the traffic within your network, the traffic that's going in and out of your network, and determines if there's any suspicious activity. If there's any suspicious activity, this system, the intrusion detection system, sends out an event to another online portal, and if there are enough of those events that this portal gathers, it actually alerts you and says, hey, there's something going on here, we need to shut this down. And then a company like ours can come in and lock things down, close things up, and really start to do some investigation to see where we can find that threat. If you don't have an intrusion detection system in there, it's likely that this is going to run its course until the bad guys say, hey, I'm going to lock down all of your stuff. This is a ransomware notice. You need to pay me $40,000 in Bitcoins to some crazy place over in Europe. So having the advanced threat protection on the email side of things to prevent things from coming into your network, and then having an intrusion detection system on the inside of your network to discover if you have been hacked and to really get at those things. Those two things, coupled with patching and antivirus and a really good firewall and the rest of the security measures that we have in place, really lock down your network. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Again, this is Mark Miller from Imagine IT, and thanks for listening. Bye.